Hokies will put total leather and will get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Akron! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating a turnover and getting points off of it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Defense looks like they're coming. They think there's room to run to the right here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires left. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Might be looking to run. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown Broncos! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop, as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires on the move. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to the right side. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Moving away from pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Touchdown, North Carolina! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 19.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Western Michigan Broncos will take over.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking left. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
North Carolina, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got a man. It's Howard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes.
Pulls it in down the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it. They failed.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Hokies will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Gets it away off his back foot. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
The throw to the outside is complete. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fletcher. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gives it on the option. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollard. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for space. It's Black. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. LSU right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Throws to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Looking deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got
unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and...
Gonna let it fly. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So an 82-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Makes the quick grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got him downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jordan. Runs for the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Tebow. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Virginia Tech 13, LSU 7.
And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had some.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They'll operate out of split backs. Rides to back and leaves it. Nice move there. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain, and I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The give on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's got an open man. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Might be calling a hot route. That's a fly. Pulls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 2nd down coming up. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
4th down.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 30 and still running. 8. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. There he goes.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Oh, he wants it all. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Excellent pass by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll run the screen. He'll try to take it back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. This is now a 7-point game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's still running after the move. Oh, what a catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10.
This offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Maryland.
And the Terrapins looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, North Carolina 24, Maryland 10.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance.
There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here. The Snake scores it!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to slam it in. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And the Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place.
Turning it on! Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the big fella. Makes a man miss. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fights off the defender. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage throwing.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying play action. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Another incompletion on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Under fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Belt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now rolling to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Preston. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's moving out of the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 7, Virginia Tech 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. Look out. He's got room. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes...
Nice move. Create some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They're going to run it. Plows through the defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And to get rid of it quickly.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They want that clock to run. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive from the 42. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Hokies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Hokies will play offense first here in overtime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Off play action. Looking to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking for the score. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you were the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Going to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. They got it! They blocked the kick, and we'll head to another overtime.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the